Dr. Velthera had been teaching advanced quantum mechanics at the Centauri Prime Science Academy for 47 years, and she prided herself on presenting problems that challenged even the galaxy's most sophisticated artificial intelligences. Today's calculation was particularly complex, a multidimensional quantum entanglement equation that typically required the Academy's quantum supercomputer arrays several minutes to solve. Today, we will be analyzing the probability matrices for a 17-particle quantum system, she announced to her class of 22 graduate students. Her bioluminescent patches flickered with satisfaction as she watched various species, crystalline mathematicians, silicon-based logicians, and even a few high-mind collectives, prepare their personal computation devices. Then, there was the human. Emma Rodriguez sat in the back row, the only representative of the species the galaxy had classified as Deathworlders. She had arrived at the Academy 6 months ago as part of the first human-alien academic exchange program, and her presence had been a source of ongoing fascination and mild concern among the faculty. The equation parameters are now displayed. Dr. Velthera continued, her tentacles gracefully manipulating the holographic interface. A complex mathematical structure materialized in the center of the classroom, 17 interconnected nodes representing particles, each with multiple quantum states and probability vectors that shifted in real time. The students immediately began interfacing with their computational systems. Zixkala, a crystalline whose species could perform calculations at near-light speed through their silicon matrix brains, activated her probability processing cores. The collective from Tau Ceti began distributing the calculation across their linked consciousness network of 47 individuals. Dr. Velthera smiled with satisfaction as she initiated the Academy's quantum supercomputer array. The massive processing system, capable of performing 10 to the power of 47 calculations per second, began its analysis of the 17-particle system. Estimated completion time, she announced, 4 minutes and 37 seconds for full probability matrix resolution. That's when the human raised her hand. Professor? Emma said quietly. The answer is 0.0000742, with cascade probability vectors following a modified Fibonacci sequence in dimensions 4 through 9. The classroom fell silent. Dr. Velthera's bioluminescent patches flickered erratically as she processed what she had just heard. I'm sorry, Student Rodriguez, but this is not a multiple-choice exercise. This requires comprehensive mathematical analysis of. The primary entanglement occurs between particles 3, 7, and 14. Emma continued, her voice carrying the casual confidence of someone discussing the weather. Particles 1 and 8 form a secondary cluster with 73.4% correlation, while particles 11 through 17 exist in a superposition state that collapses predictably when observed in sequence. Dr. Velthera's manipulator appendages trembled as she activated her verification protocols. The quantum supercomputer was still processing, its status indicator showing 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Student Rodriguez, she said carefully, how exactly did you arrive at these calculations? Emma looked genuinely puzzled by the question. I looked at the pattern. It's like a puzzle. The quantum states want to minimize energy expenditure, so they naturally organize into the most efficient configuration. You can see it if you think about it three-dimensionally. Think about it. Louise Gortheke, a methane-breathing mathematician whose species had invented several fundamental theorems. These are quantum probability calculations requiring billions of computational cycles. Not really. Emma shrugged, another distinctly human gesture that had fascinated xenobiologists. It's similar to the water flow dynamics we studied on Earth. When you grow up watching hurricane patterns and tidal interactions, you develop an intuitive understanding of complex system behaviors. The quantum supercomputer chimed completion. Dr. Veltheraw's patches went completely dark as she read the results. Emma's answer was correct. Perfectly, impossibly correct. How? Whispered Clethera, a silicon-based student whose computational matrix was considered among the fastest in known space. How did you process 17-dimensional quantum interactions without technological assistance? Emma tilted her head thoughtfully. On Earth, we call it pattern recognition. When everything in your environment is constantly trying to kill you, you develop really good instincts for predicting complex system behaviors. Whether patterns, predator movements, resource distribution, it's all just math, really. Dr. Veltheraw slowly activated her emergency contact protocols. This discovery would need to be reported to the Academy's research division immediately. Student Rodriguez, she said carefully, would you be willing to participate in some additional studies? We're very interested in understanding how Deathworlder neural architecture processes information. Sure, Emma replied cheerfully. But fair warning, my roommate back on Earth was way better at this stuff than me. She could predict storm systems 3 weeks out just by watching cloud formations. The classroom remained silent for a full minute as 22 of the galaxy's most advanced intelligences contemplated the terrifying implications of human pattern recognition capabilities. Dr. Veltheraw made a second note to contact the Academy's Threat Assessment Division. Some evolutionary advantages, she realized, were more dangerous than claws or venom.